Hey guys, Winning Cards here, and this evening I have got a fun deck profile that I want to bring you guys that I have been playing at locals. First of all though, I want to go ahead and let you guys know that the channel does have an affiliation now with Ridge Wallet. They did send me a product that I will go ahead and be opening, and I'll probably be including it in this video, but please make sure you use the link from Ridge that I'll be featuring in this video, as well as in the caption on the actual description for the video. Ridge is now going to be a partnership with the channel. And I will go ahead and go over that wallet here later in part of the video. But let's go ahead and get on into it. If you guys would remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate the love and support. And also remember to go to winningcards.com. I have my new mats that are going to be listed on there, as well as merchandise for Halloween and other things we're going to be featuring there for you guys. But also, we got, Pickle Rick. Gotta love the Field Center. Okay. The fun deck that I have been playing and came up with it last weekend, and I'm kind of enjoying it. Some people might think it's going to be cringy, some might think it's going to be a little bricky, but I actually have a lot of good luck with it, and I think it's pretty fun. It is Lightsworn, Horus, Orcust with Fiendsmith. Yeah, I know, it's a lot. So let's go ahead and get on into it. We've got the first three that we're playing there. We are playing 3 Whis, which that card, if you've played anything recently with Fiendsmith, is amazing. You can use track, you can search a Light Fiend being that card, and you can also use Solar Recharge and pretty much just get your combos going from there. So then the next of the Lightsworn that we were playing is Baby J, playing 3 of the Dragonling. This card this card's phenomenal. You can literally special summon it, you can mill it and search, you can special it and send. It does everything. If it was a tuner, it'd probably be like Christmas morning. But other than that, it does pretty much everything you need. I am playing 3 of the Raiden tried and true original card to the deck. The ability for it to normal and then mill. It also is a tuner, which works with a lot of their stuff. I'll show you in the extra deck here later. Just great all around. We are also, to round up the tuners for this part of the deck we're playing, is going to be 3 fellas. This comes in handy when you need to pop card on field. It is milled. This deck just mills and mills and mills and goes. It is all gas, but has no problem playing through most boards and pretty much getting a board on itself established. And usually, depending on what you draw or mill, you can end on 3 to 5 negates. Usually 3, but sometimes you get lucky and get a few extra cards, but I'll show you those here in a second. And the last of the Lightsworn cards we were playing 3 Wolf. So specifically, we were playing 5 names, all of which I wanted to play will do something when they're sent to the graveyard or when they are special summoned. Being Whis, you can mill special, you can use its effect in hand to unbrick hands like this. It works with the Fiendsmith stuff. It's just all in all really, really solid for that. And then the other 2 part of Lightsworn cards that I play, considering maybe cutting them just because they don't always come up that often, is going to be one of each of the boss monsters. Now, if you've ever met me or you've seen me play different regionals and styles throughout the years, this guy is my man. I love Judgment Dragon, but unfortunately it's very easily stopped with this current metagame, and just punishment's not bad, but these get bricky, so these are the one part of the deck I am considering changing. On to the Orcust engine. This is also one of my favorite things, especially with the new support coming out. This is going to be pretty boss. So we have 3 Gearsu. It's just great in general in graveyard because you can banish specific cards to special it back, still special and dump. You can normal and dump, and then still have all your other Lightsworn crap to go off because this does not lock you into dark monsters just yet. And yes, I am aware that can happen. People worry about that, but you just got to play smart, play the right cards first, then play the Orcust stuff afterward. So I am playing 3 Heart because, man, it came off the list and I about lost my freaking mind, so that was awesome. I am considering maybe putting a 3rd of this in just because it's interaction in graveyard. There are times I need a 3rd, very rarely. I may put a orchestrated, the one that lets you draw, I may put one of those in too. We'll just see. But too simple. I don't feel like I need more than 2 of these. One of these usually becomes a Bystial or a Crow target, depending on which deck you're playing against, which is totally fine because it leaves the rest of the engine alone, and I can just keep going, which is no problem. And to World Legacy 1. By the way, Konami, make this foil. Everybody's putting all these cards out there for the new rarity set, but they're not putting this card out. Even a super rare in an OTS pack. Just gotta do me right. But that is our Orcust engine. And we are now playing also, too, like I said, we're playing 3 Fiendsmith Engraver in 1 Lurie. So technically speaking, you can normal summon Whis or special summon Whis and still get your combo for this going, which is awesome, and it catches a lot of people off guard when you can do that, because even if you do that and you still get this negated, you still have the Orcust and still have Lightsworn crap to go, so they've got multiple engines to play with. I am also, something I probably forgot to mention in the beginning, I'm also playing Bystials. I'm playing Magnamut, I'm playing 1 Baldrake, and I'm playing 2 Druisworn. I initially, when I played Lightsworn earlier in the season, I did play it with the Lubellion and the spell that goes to field. I just more or less need these to be bodies. Plus I took out the Malleys from the deck because I feel like the Malleys, a lot of the times when I draw them, they're not going to do me anything unless they're milled in grave. I don't have a really good specific way to dump them for grave. So this will give you a 6 on board, and I've been able to make 2 of these before and still go into an exceed 6. I've also got the Fiendsmith Engraver for a 6 and then go to this. This also is going to give you a 6, and then you've got a tuner for the Lightsworn cards, which you can go into your synchro plays as well too. And then you also have, rounding out the monsters for the deck, Imsetis, 3 of those, and we also have 1 of the little monkey. I may put 1 of each of the other ones in instead of the place of the 2 J's, the water and the earth, but that remains to be seen. Okay, on to the spells, guys. We've got 1 Foolish Burial. Great card, great card. 3 Charges Light Brigade. Man, that card's amazing. It mills 3 and adds pretty much a Engraver starting engine or a Lightsworn monster that you need for solar. It's pretty sweet. We're also going to play 3 Solar Recharge. Like I said, it's all gas, no brakes up in here. We got 3 of the King's Sarcophagus. I know I need to get the Prismatics. Sorry, they're not prismatic yet. We are also playing 3 Triple Tactics Talons. We are also playing 2 of the Fiendsmith Track, really boss card. 1 Babel, which is really good, and then gotta play it because it came off the list. Konami, I know I'm gonna make a lot of enemies here. Please put it in 2 or 3, just because I love playing stuff like this. But you pretty much have everything you need here and then some to pretty much get going. Your opponent's gonna have to have a ton of hand traps. Droll really the only thing that really does hurt. It is played a lot, yes, but it's more, you pretty much have your ash bait and things like that, and you just keep playing through stuff. It's pretty good. Last 3 cards in the main deck, I do play 2 of the Orchestrated Crescendo. Reason is because A, I will mill it. It does come up, it has come up, so a secondary is always good to still be able to search and still have an Omni Negate like that. But if you happen to have both, it's amazing because you can draw 1 or mill 1 and have 1 engraved to be activate to banish on your opponent's turn to add a Dark Machine. You also can have this one set, or you could happen to have both. It's not bad. That along with Babel is really good to have. And then the last trap card I am playing is 1 of Lightsworn Orcust. This is how you would end on multiple negates for your opponent between the exceeds and these. So a lot of the times you'll end on at least 1 or 2 exceeds that have negates, and then you have this would make any and all Lightsworn monsters a negate, and then you have Crescendo on board as well too. Okay, now we're gonna go to the extra monsters. We got 1 Requiem, like I brought up earlier. We've got 1 of Lynx Spider, 1 Moonhaven. The Moon's amazing too because you can still have 2 Lightsworn monsters exceed off, or excuse me, link off into this, and then still get your combos going there. Last for the links, we have 2 Ulti Galateas. With the new Orcust stuff coming out, when we get that, this is just going to probably morph into something else of a big pile, but you know it's not bad. It's going to give you a lot of interaction. She gives you, and a lot of times people, I should say too, forget she is not destroyed by battle when she's linked. So people just kind of forget and they're like, oh, beat over it. And it just sits there, which a lot of the times that's won me games because they can't have a way to kill that monster without a card effect. So it's kind of funny. We're playing 1 Fusion, 1 Princess. Yeah, Princess is probably the only Fusion I have to play. I've tried playing the Negate, just gets kind of cloggy in the extra deck. Personal opinion. I could be wrong, but for me, the way I play, I like it that way. I am playing 1 of the Minerva from the Exceed. She's come up a lot where she mills, gets things going in the grave for the Orcust engine, and or if you kill it, guess what? She's going to mill 3 and pop 3 cards. She also draws for card advantage when and if you mill a Lightsworn. I've got 2 Dingirsus. That's going to be your good non-targeting send. That's going to give you a lot of interaction there for that. We also have 1 Zombie Vampire. That's going to give you your mill to help additionally get the engine going to whatever spells may or may not get negated in the deck. We've got 1 of the Pilgrim Reaper. That's another one that, because we got rid of Beatrice, we have to have at least a 6 that will mill. We're also going to then play 1 of your DD Wave King for your Fiends. That's going to give you one of the negates I spoke about that you can end on a lot of the time, depending on how your plays and graveyard stacks up throughout the course of your turn. And then you've got one Photon Strike Bouncer. This is a throwback to a lot of the older players, but people don't remember what this card does. This is also won me games in time, because if they get rid of my Engraver or stop my Engraver play, and I happen to have like Engraver and then I have a Bystial in hand, but Engraver is on field, I can banish for a Bystial special, and then I can still go off on this because it's just 2 level 6s. This is Fiend specific, so that has come up, and then it also comes up where it's going to burn you on your opponent's turn. So as the turns go, this deck will take a long time and can go through a lot of resources, and it can be a very long turn depending on your opponent's interactions, multiple chain links. You can get to this and then still pass to them and then burn if they activate anything. So it's pretty good. And then you also are going to play one of the new Synchro Minerva. She comes up a lot for banish protection. It's also going to be, you know, 2 monsters you can send, and then you can also banish to mill 4 if you want to play the Chaos Judgment. So, and the last one, this is the one I was talking about earlier with Chaos Angel. You can banish for a Bystial. You can have one of the Lightsworn tuners, and then instantly you have your number 10 for your Chaos Angel. And last thing we have to go into, guys, we're going to go look at the side deck. Now, side deck choices for this are locals to me specific and or regional specific. I will be always updating and changing this, obviously, but right now, again, it's just all gas. It's going to break boards and then just pretty much punch your face in for the turn. So we're going to play 3 Evenlies to get rid of a lot of those boards that are problematic. This will get rid of a lot of those cards that I can't get over, I can't deal with without, you know, trying to walk into a hand trap at that point in time, or get rid of a big monster off the board. We are also going to play 3 D Barrier. I know it's a mill specific deck and this may or may not get milled, but a lot of the times with the amount of draw power the deck has and continuously going and going, you'll eventually get to one of them if you're going first. You can set it. It's good against the branded matchup. It's good against a lot of the Exceeds that are going to be played right now with Shark or the Water monsters, and any of the new Fire stuff that's coming out. It's going to give you a lot of Exceed plays, so this will get rid of that as well too. When it comes to your back row or blow up monster destruction, we got pretty much everything we would want to need in there for that. This will take care of its versatility, its back row, and it's going to give you monster destruction with a 2 Lightning Storm. Can only bring it back to 3. Well, I don't know why it's at 2, but still. And then 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, just to round out the spell and trap destruction and monster destruction at that point in time. We're also going to be playing 3 Raigeki. I don't play Dark Hole in this version, simply because I want to blow up all your crap and keep my huge monsters. When I play it in other builds like my Earth Machine deck, that will give you at least the ability to blow up your crap and then recur the board still. This not as much when it comes to graveyard interaction, so yeah, just make sure you kind of look at that too. And then I'm also playing 3 Dark Ruler, so you can coincide the Dark Ruler and the Evenly Engrave. That way you're able to at least then have ways where you can kind of play combinations of these cards depending on what you're needing for the matchup, to negate a huge board in the beginning and then destroy it, or you can negate your opponent's huge board and then just go off and break through it eventually with Lightsworn stuff and set your own negates. It really just depends on what you're playing. But again, like I said before, this is locals specific and there are still things I'm working on changing for it. But the deck is 60 cards. It is Horus, Bystial, Lightsworn, Orcust, Fiendsmith. I know that is a lot and it's a mouthful, but guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and also use the link for Ridge Wallet and my YouTube channel, my TCG Player Store, and all my other links on there like winning cards where you can get your awesome merch that I will be featuring for you guys again next time. Thank you for all of your support. We will see you guys again soon.